Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my base. My basic programs how common sense. I try to keep it down in the nitty gritty. 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, I'm very important because everything I say is very important. But not to liberals and those who do not have their third eye opened and who do not like to do research, nor those libertards or liberals, emotional individuals who believe in their God, and so forth. Okay, but there is maybe a possibility of an external God, but it really doesn't matter here. If you have any comments, questions, or insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. Okay? Okay. If you don't know me by now, look up my About Me. Okay, in my YouTube pages. Okay. I'm also on Facebook too, as well. I'm trying to get popular, but then again, I am not. Okay. That sounds insane, don't I? I'm just going in crazy. I'm just going insane. Okay. Now, of course, someone asked me, what is the third eye? What is the third eye? Okay. And so, a minute has passed, and I want to get down to the nitty gritty of it. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you my version of what the third eye is. Okay. When I was a young child, I found out before I killed my dad, before I tried to kill my dad, a voice spoke out to me. Kind of like Elijah Muhammad in the cave when he heard Gabriel speak to him. Kind of like when Jesus was in the woods when he was talking to the devil. You know, you hear these things in your head, and then you realize, is that me speaking? Or is that some internal voice that you can't control, or external voice? Where's it coming from? Okay. You can hear it externally, or you can say you can hear it internally. And a lot of people do have these type of voices. I'm saying I believe that everyone has these type of voices. It's called introspection. Okay. But of course, to literally hear them and not be able to go to sleep, that can lead to an insanity project. Yes, indeed. That's why I gotta take my medication sometimes. Okay. And of course, that's why I hear the milk with the muffins sometimes. It helps me. It buffers out the noise sometimes. And I have so much knowledge given to me at a young age, at the age of 7, because I was gonna be in a darker place. Okay, I was gonna be in a darker place if I chopped my daddy's head. Okay, he did mean things to me, just same as my mom. Okay, I was fairly abused to a degree because I was an indigo child. And a child like Jesus, you can say. A child with no sins. I know a lot of motherfuckers out there. He say, you're full of shit. That's right. And that's how Jesus got killed. Because he was full of shit, right? But the when I found out I had to read more knowledge into what I was hearing, okay, when I was a kid. I didn't know it was schizophrenic or anything like that, but I believe that anyone who is a schizophrenic has their third mind open. But there is negative effects and then there is positive effects. And I'm going to talk about the negative effects. When you hear the voice, okay, it can lead to all sorts of knowledge that you can't even comprehend unless you read up on it. Now, some people may say it's the pineal gland and the calcification, but that's not true, okay? There are people who are just mentally retarded and who are savants or autistic or who have Asperger's, okay, like kind of like myself a little bit, right? But you could read into it many different ways. It could not be your pineal gland at all. You could probably have cancer in the left side of your brain, but you don't know that because you didn't do enough research. But I digress here. I'm going to say to you that there are many variations to think about in the third eye. Some people take ayahuasca or DMT or drugs or marijuana to open up that third eye, but it can have a negative effect. And those negative effects are basically mystical, magic, pseudo words that's coming throughout the thoughts of your own mind, okay? Which you can't even comprehend. Like for example, okay? When I was about to chop my daddy's head off, okay? Chop my daddy's neck, because he's like to snore a lot, okay? They always told me, do not do this because you will be in darkness more than what you are in now. And then I'm trying to speak back to this voice, and it says, why can I get out of this darkness now? He said, you will, you will. You are in a game world, okay? And I didn't understand what that meant. I didn't know a game world. What the fuck? What the fuck is this, okay? So how come the voice don't come to other people like this? I don't know. Maybe you have to go through a certain amount of suffering in order to hear this shit. Sometimes the voice tells me I have to kill an evil person in order to get magic powers or some shit. Shit like that, okay? But I'm thinking, are they demons? Are they daemons or demons? Okay. So you got to read up on stuff like that. It can lead to negative things and consequences. But of course, sometimes when you listen to the wrong things, okay, it can make you do terrible things, or you can become possessed, okay, because you can hear them, okay. And sometimes when I stutter, it's because maybe that is interfering. It's interfering with my verbal communication skills, so I can't really speak fluently most of the time, okay. But I do know the word supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Trust me. If your third eye is open, either you can see things or you can hear things. Okay? Either you can see things or you can hear things. I usually hear things. And sometimes speak no evil, see no evil, and hear no evil. Okay? I can hear and I can speak, but I cannot see. Okay? I had a girlfriend who was a schizophrenic who basically sees spirits and shit. She said all sorts of spirits is flying around my ass. And I was like, oh shit, that's fucking fascinating. I can't see shit. But I can speak some shit into light. When you have that power of your third eye open, you can speak some shit, and that shit will come to light. Because I know about the fifth dimension. In and out, not just up, down, left, and right, and behind your back. Third dimensional type beings. I am not a third dimensional type of being. If you see how my head is shaped differently, and my mom dropped me on my head a few times. Okay? But anyway, how do you come about the third eye? Well, the first thing is that you have to listen to yourself. Or somehow you gotta knock your head a few times against the wall or some shit. Because there's different levels and pitches and fucking audios in the background and shit. You can't even comprehend. You can't even understand and fathom, okay? And everyone has different levels of the schizophrenia, okay? Or maybe it can interfere with your biological emotional needs. You may have bipolar. You may have post-traumatic stress disorder, okay? As I said before in the past, I am an eccentric therapist, and I get my information from the voice within. Also, it's from my therapist. Okay. I also am a psychologist, so I can recommend you some medications, which you can tell your psychologist to recommend you to. Okay. Yeah, Trilifol and that fake generic version of Seroquel. Okay, there's two different versions. They gave me that watered down shit. Shit is not as strong, but that shit still do knock my ass out. Okay, when they get a little too high. And what they say is mumbled sometimes, and then sometimes they speak. Okay, shit like that. That's third eye. But if you can't control it and you want to consider it a low vibration, that's okay. My voices help me. Okay, they have helped me get to Ethiopia, to Egypt, Cairo, and even to meet my wife over here. Okay, but she don't believe I have any special powers, right? Right? Look at my baby. She awake? Oh, she's sleeping. But of course, it's okay when people don't believe that you have any special powers. I believe I do. I don't think I know. Okay, I've proven myself time and time again. And of course, I'm alive and well. I know there may be some girls out there who say, I keep playing with my pussy with a dildo. Well, I didn't rape your ass. Don't do a Bill Cosby on me, motherfuckers. Okay. I ain't got no money for you. Don't take down my legacy. I'm not going to become popular. But what is the third eye? How do you obtain it? I just explained it to you. And of course, when you start seeing things crystal clear, you can see through everybody. You know what the point is. If you keep your mouth shut, like the Indians said, you'll find out all the truth. You hear things that you ain't supposed to hear, but you do hear it. You'll see things that all those things that have done wrong to you will be rightfully justified because you'll see the justice in front of your eyes. I've seen a lot of the bad people get hurt. As a matter of fact, I used to wish death on people, but then I think I said too much because a lot of people died fucking with me. And I didn't have a touch them at all. But I'm being sadistic. I'm being sadistic about it. I kind of admire, though, the power I have. Okay. But of course, when people mentally, like psychologically, think I'm a bad person, or they psychologically try to pull that energy from me, I can feel it, and I feed off of negative energy. So it's kind of like a reverse hex spell. You want to say? I was studying on that demonology shit. Oh yes, you have to study on some things. You got to study psychology. You got to study human behavior. But what else is there to say about the third eye? It's not that much to it. I'll try to teach my daughter how to open her third eye too, so she can profit on her own mind. But a lot of people don't know how to open their third mind. A peace of love to you, brothers and sisters of light. Welcome, go up to my page, and I explain to you what the third eye is, and you have a nice fucking day. It's under 10 minutes. You have a nice fucking